So having muscled the column onto the base, and the base put on the floor on 3 points, I will once again tighten here. Then I will put the head with the bridge piece here on top, and then measure how much the column deviates when the weight of the head here comes, which is substantial. I reckon some 50 kilos or so, maybe 40-ish kilo. Yeah, okay. Well, one of the, I dare to say, very few instances where such a crane is useful, because of the lifting height, maximum capacity, not just, or the stretch, or the not just because of the stretch or the lifting weight ability over here, but more so, or most actually, because of the feet that always comes into well, some kind of trouble, some situation. So I'll at least attempt to lift it up and set it on top here. Indeed, a scary moment. The only thing that holds this now is the friction of the gib. But of course I only slacken this a tad so it won't fall down on me, just creep down if I ever. Anyway, I'm going under there with an angle, precision angle to measure. So wow, head weight, and still only, well, I reckon it's one. Well, let's take another shift. Okay, even with the head, I'm in loose now. With the head weight, it is about let's see, that's double the distance of this here, and it's 200, so it's 100 probably, or in the vicinity, a little bit less than 100 of a millimeter backwards, even with the head weight. But it didn't, it only went about 1 to 2 hundredths forwards, so the head doesn't really mean that much. Then we know that. Then we can adjust, scrape a little bit forward, so we can adjust for that. It's a bit back and forth, but it's probably worth it if this is ever going to be, well, call it ultra precise then, which it can be.